Because woke supremacy uses white supremacy as a straw man. It uses white supremacy to get its agenda accomplished. It uses white supremacy as a straw man to argue for more of woke supremacy. Thank you so much for liking your comments and subscribing to the channel. Please share this with your friends. Smash that like button. Smash the subscription bell. Share this with everybody you know. We're trying to make sure people understand that they're not victims, that they are empowered for greatness, and all this stuff that's out here that's telling them otherwise is false and will not benefit them in the end. So please, I appreciate that. Share that. Well, woke supremacy has struck again. They've taken another victim. This time it's Jon Gruden, the former head coach of the Vegas Raiders. For those of you who don't know, emails from back in 2011, probably further back than that, over the probably last 7 or so years that were sent, emails that were sent by Jon Gruden contain some language, some contents that I myself find reprehensible, and I wouldn't necessarily use those terms to describe anybody. I mean, he said that the head of the NFL Players Association, DeMaurice Smith, he called him dumb and said he had big lips. He said some misogynistic and homophobic things. He said some things. He sent pictures which will probably get him in trouble with his wife. But I'm gonna tell you something. The reason why I say woke supremacy has struck again is because the emails about what he said in regards to DeMaurice Smith in terms of his lips and him being dumb were on Friday. He coached in the game on Sunday, but it wasn't until the emails about Michael Sam, the first openly gay player who was drafted in the NFL, and some things he said about women referees were unearthed. That is when the pressure got hot. Because see, you have to understand something. When the woke supremacy, the woke mob attacks someone, it attacks them on what I call like the hierarchy of white supremacy. So you got woke supremacy, and they have a hierarchy of white supremacy in their terms. Number one, the first level is the person a Christian. Number two, is it a male? Number three, is the person straight? And number four, if the person is white, oh man, that person is gone. That person has no shot in the eyes of the woke supremacy. Now, when it comes to a person like myself, I'm a Christian, I'm a male, and I'm straight. So that's 3 strikes already. The fact that I'm black is irrelevant because in the eyes of the woke supremacy, blackness only matters if you're gay or a woman or trans or bisexual. If you're straight and a Christian, the fact that you're black doesn't even matter. Honestly, the fact that you're black, unless you've been silenced to the point to where you forego your beliefs in the truth that's found in the Word of God and are willing to acquiesce to their demands. That's the only way a straight, black, Christian man will avoid the woke mob, will avoid woke supremacy. See, woke supremacy is everywhere. And I say woke supremacy, not white supremacy. Woke supremacy is everywhere. I even saw today that Superman is now gay. Well, let me rephrase that. Superman's son is now gay. He's still Superman, but Superman's son is gay. John Kent is gay. So the woke supremacy permeates, it has its tentacles everywhere. See, woke supremacy is more prescient and more sinister than white supremacy because woke supremacy uses white supremacy as a straw man. It uses white supremacy to get its agenda accomplished. It uses white supremacy as a straw man to argue for more of woke supremacy. It does. There's a reason why there's so much emphasis on white supremacy. And it's coming from the same liberal, Marxist, communist realm of the internet realm of politics, realm of the media, realm of entertainment. It's coming from the same folks. It's the same message because they understand they have to use white supremacy and the threat of white supremacy in order to advance their message of woke supremacy. That's the end goal. White supremacy is just a straw man. They know it's just a straw man. That's why they constantly leak outrage footage. That's why they constantly do things to keep that image of white supremacy in front of your face while we have woke supremacy building up its momentum over here. Jon Gruden was just the latest example. See, Jon Gruden fell victim to irresponsibility and sending things that he shouldn't have. He fell victim to that. And see, woke supremacy, they police everything. Not just your actions, but your thoughts. If you think a certain way and it comes out, oh, you're being policed. See, it's so funny. The same people that talk about defunding the police are policing thought. They're the thought police. The same people that talk about defunding the police are the thought police. If you think a certain way or even look a certain way, the woke mob and woke supremacy will be on your neck. And the only way that people are not feeling the heat from woke supremacy is by bowing down to it, by bending the knee, by acquiescing, by going in the closet, by keeping their true thoughts and their true beliefs to themselves. And see, that's not a recipe for our country to survive. Our country was built on freedom of thought, freedom of expression. But when the woke supremacy is in charge, there is no freedom of thought. There is no freedom of expression. There's only submission. There's only compliance. But I tell you this, we're not victims. We are empowered for greatness, and we must speak out and speak truth. We don't condone anything that discriminates against anybody. We don't condone discrimination. But we also do not condone the thought police. We do not condone compliance for the sake of compliance. We are not victims. We are empowered for greatness. So Jon Gruden was the latest victim of woke supremacy, of the woke mob. He did not change his thought process. He did not become more progressive. He didn't go through training. He needed more training, more conditioning, and he didn't get it. So therefore, he's been sent away. He's been locked away. He's been thrown in prison. The woke mob, the woke supremacy have thrown him in prison. He'll probably not get another job. He won't be on ESPN anymore. Unless he repents. Unless he bows down. Unless he washes the feet of the woke mob. That's the only way. That's the only way he'll be able to work again in the media, unfortunately, in the NFL and anywhere else. Stuff that he said 10 years ago. 10 years ago, if this would come out, it would have been a blip on the radar. But now, this man has to resign. That's what we are. But we are not victims. We are empowered for greatness. I will not bow down to the woke mob or woke supremacy. I reject woke supremacy. I reject it. I'm not a victim. You're not a victim. We're not victims. We are empowered for greatness.